Let me walk you through exactly what I made in my first month of catering. If you're new to the channel, this is Orozco's Kitchen, where I do barbecue content. So I recently just started my catering business, just about 3 weeks to a month ago. So far, I've had about 6 orders, a couple pre-orders for the future. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how much profit I made, what I spent, what kind of smokers I'm using, and how it's going so far, and kind of my plan for the future. Like I said, I'm new, but I'm going to show you and reveal exactly how much I made my first month, so you can get an idea of what to expect on your first month. You may have more, you may have less. Stick around, I want to show you exactly, no fluff, what's going on. Before I show you guys all the numbers, I just want to talk about myself really quick. My name is Benji, and my parents used to cater weddings back in the day when I was a kid, and I would help out. So that's where my love for catering started, my love for food. My dad was a chef, a cook his whole life. And yeah, that's pretty much where I fell in love with the kitchen. I started cooking at a young age. As far as barbecue and smoky, my older brother Carlos, he would smoke and cook ever since I was a kid, and I'd be there right next to the smoker, smelling up that smoke, just waiting for that food to cook. But after so many people, watching my videos and trying my food in person, they're like, dude, you gotta sell this shit. So I finally decided to sell it and start catering. So that's really where this all started. And aside from it being a business, I do love it. And that's merely the main thing, is I get to cook and I love it, and make a little money too. So let's get started with number one. Let's talk about where I get my meats. And like I said, I'm just learning. So I'm talking about where I get my meats now. It can change. But let's talk about where I get my meats. So right now I shop around. I go to either Smart & Final, Food 4 Less, or Costco. Those are the 3 things. And I know there's better places, but this is where I shop now. Typically I get my ribs for about, $15 a rack. The tri-tip around $20 to $25 a tri-tip. Chicken, thighs, I'm pretty much naming everything that's on my menu. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up right here. So yeah, if we go down the list, the brisket, I'm getting that for about 80 bucks. Tri-tip about 25 bucks. The rack of ribs, St. Louis, I buy them already. Well, I buy them in a double pack, but I don't buy them with it trimmed. I like to trim it and use the trimmings for rib tips, which is smart, by the way. So I get a double pack of ribs for like 35 bucks, untrimmed, pretty good. And then the chicken thighs, I get a 10 pack for about $7, $8. The links, I like to use the Louisiana links. A 12 pack costs about $12. I can't really find anything cheaper, and I don't want to use cheap stuff, so those links have been good. The rib tips, like I said, I use that off the ribs, and typically 2 ribs what I cut off, that trim them into St. Louis cut. The trimmings of that goes into 1 tray. So every 2 racks of ribs give me 1 tray of rib tips. Pretty good. That's pretty much it. As far as the sides, I've done some beans. Like a half tray of beans will make about 25 servings or so, at about half a cup per serving. And that's costing me about $28 to $30, and I sell those half trays for about $75. So everything takes work, but yeah, these are kind of my costs. And as you saw in the menu, these are my prices for my brisket and everything else, all my meats. I had to raise the prices, man, because I was charging too cheap. Like, I had done a tri-tip and I didn't get a good deal on it, and I paid like $27, and I sold it for $40. So I really can't make money that way, and it's got to be worth my time too. Even though I love it, I have to make a profit. I'm going to run you through next what my month looked like, my orders. I'll blank out the names, but I'll show you my spreadsheet, and I'll show you basically my, what I spent, and then, what I made. Basically income, expenses, and profit. And I'm not really measuring my time yet. I know a lot of people like to pay themselves first. I'm not doing that yet. Just trying to see what's on the back end and then go from there, because I am new. All right, guys, let's take a look at this spreadsheet here. Like I said, I had about 5 or 6 orders. A lot of them are complete already, and this is the way I'm categorizing them. Doing by quantity, doing by income, expenses, and profit.
All right, and the status complete. I have the deposit. I built this little calculator. It's pretty nice, but yeah, income so far gross 810, expenses 379, and profit 431. This is with everything.
Now that you saw that, the first month really was only about, $400 if you add in that deposit, like I said, but not bad, for the first month. What I'm cooking with 2 pellet smokers, pellet grills. So I have the Z Grill 1050, and then I have my OG Pit Boss Pro Series 850. That's what I use. I also use my Masterbuilt smoker. I like to hold food in that. It's perfect warmer to hold food and keep it there as customers are going to come. If I'm anticipating a certain time that I'm going to have to deliver these orders, I just keep it in the warmer about 140. That's the food safe temp, and I keep it there. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of research on the menu as far as how to keep food warm and safe, and just how to deliver the best possible meat and catering for everyone, because at the end of the day, I want to provide good service and good food. It's hard to get both. I am a one-man band right now, so it's tough. I'm doing everything myself, but I do like it. A lot of things that you can do to prepare is like do things the night before. Anticipate, hey, I got these pre-orders. Let me fill up the barbecue sauces, throw them in the fridge. Let me fill up these breads and Ziplocs and throw them in the fridge. Let me get some bags ready for the to-go orders, the trays. Let me just have them in place so when the meat's done and the sides, I can just boom, 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 put it all together and then get it on its way. As far as other things that you might get asked for your first catering month is like delivery, do it. Pretty much try anything and do anything in the beginning, and then you'll soon find out what you want to do. I did delivery. I didn't charge. It's fine. It's first time customer. One tip that I found, and I got this from Uber Eats when I was delivering food, is communicate, and freaking communicate with your customer, man. During the order, the day before the order, and then the day of the order. Just be very responsive. Be on that phone and be able to respond to people quickly, and make sure that they're comfortable paying whatever it is that they're ordering, and that they know what they're getting. That way when the food does come, there's no surprises. They know exactly what they ordered, and they're getting their money's worth. That's what I want. But definitely, as far as the Uber Eats tip, communicate. That's huge. And then also ask for feedback, not right away, but like the next day. Just be like, hey bro, how was the food? Was everything okay with the order? That's good. That's a good way to stay in touch with the customer and show them that you care, because I actually do care. I want the feedback, and I want to provide that good service that no one else is providing. I want to be unique. So I don't really care that I don't have some huge pits. Many people have the pits. They're like, oh, you can't get good barbecue without pits. Man, people love the barbecue that I make. That's why they're ordering. It's good. It's tender. It's a little smoky. It's not over the top. Some people don't really like the heavy smoke, man. We're out here in California. People just want some good food at a good price. And as long as it's a little smoky, that's good enough. And people are very happy with that. Very pleased. Now later I might set it up and get some bigger smokers, but this is where I'm at. This is where I'm starting. This is where you can start. You can start as easy as one pellet grill and then just start smoking, man. Who cares what anyone says? Just try it, go for it. I did some business cards, So let's go into social media. If you don't have a social media, get one. I've booked many things. I've Facebook Marketplace, post on there, post on Instagram, on your stories, on your posts, on your reels. Take video of your food. Always post YouTube as well. Tell the world that you're catering, your family, everyone that you know. Tell them that you're catering. Like I said, this is my very first month. Another thing that I learned is you got to sell by the plate, like to begin with. Nobody really knows me that well, as far as they haven't really tried my food. I have these catering packages. I'm selling by the piece, right? Like a whole brisket, a whole this. It makes it hard for people to, just jump in and spend that kind of money. So you kind of want to sell by the plate. I haven't done this yet. I've done it only once for a fundraiser a couple of years ago, and it went well. It's profitable, and more people buy because they're more willing to spend, 15 to 20 bucks on a plate than $100 for a catering gig if they don't even know what they're getting. You got to have people fall in love with the barbecue first, then it'll sell itself, the catering, you know, if your stuff is good. So I'm not really like concerned, like, oh my God, am I gonna land a catering gig? I just want to focus on making good ass food. I want my food to taste homemade, and I want it to just to taste good, you know, overall. I want people to be pleased and be like, damn, Benjeezy hooked it up, man. He really threw it down on this one, man. This is good. You know, hey, you tried Benji's barbecue? Damn, that shit is good. You gotta order, man. You know, he's not the cheapest and he's not super expensive, but he's good. That's kind of what I want people to be saying is like, he's great for the price. You know, you're gonna get your money's worth. You know, you're gonna pay a little, but you're gonna get what you're paying for, and that's what I want. Because I feel like if it's too cheap, then you get cheap customers, and then you're not making a profit. Nobody's happy at that point. You know, everyone's got to be happy in this circle. So you kind of want to start at a good price. And I learned this the harder way, and I learned this from a couple of other people telling me, you know, also, hey man, your brisket's too cheap. This is too cheap. So I'm very open-minded when it comes to business. I really like business a lot. So I like to get into new businesses. This is just another business for me, man. But this is one I really, really enjoy. So, hey man, sky's the limit on this thing. I hope that you guys tuned in and actually listened to some of the things I'm saying here. I'm on my journey. I'm not a pro caterer, you know, and I'm learning as I go. I'm also studying a lot. I'm trying to figure out these menus, price points, serving sizes. There's a lot to learn, as you know. But you can't be afraid, man. I was afraid for maybe like 2 years. Like, what if people are not gonna like it? What if this, what if that? Man, those what ifs will stop you in your tracks, and it'll make you not take action. You know, today is May 1st, 2026, man. A year ago, I wasn't doing catering. I wasn't running. I mean, I lost 50 pounds this year, dude, in a whole year. So I didn't wait for New Year's. I just decided May 1st, 2025, I'm gonna do this thing. So a lot of changes in the past year. This is just one of them. And, you know, when you're in great fitness, great conditioning, you know, you're in great health, everything else kind of takes care of itself, and you take action. You're willing to go for it. You know, you're willing to do hard things. Sometimes I'm really tired, but, you know, I got to go for it. I got to be consistent. So this selling by the plate, I haven't done it in a while, but I'm going to do it. And I'm going to find a system that works, and I'm just going to scale it. Hopefully you guys found some value from this. As you see, that first month wasn't too bad, about $400 or whatever profit. But, you know, that money is just going back into the business basically. And I'm just going to keep growing, you know. Goes for everything else. But yeah, if you guys like the video, go ahead and give this a thumbs up. Subscribe to my kitchen and watch some of my other videos. And I really don't hold nothing back here, man. And I really hope that you guys are a new subscriber and you stick around for a while. Let's see what happens with this whole catering business and my channel. You know, I feel good. I feel positive. I feel like this thing's gonna blow up. And what can I say? Let's get to work.